What's going on, guys? Your boy Joey Shake 72 coming to you guys with a video right now. Kind of a little bit late on this shit, but yeah, so let's get right to it. The last week of the season is here, week 16. Cowboys, 1 o'clock Sunday. This is looking more like a preseason game to me because I want to really put my eyes on the one guy that is most important in this offense, especially getting to the playoffs. We have clinched the NFC East. We have made it and got the first seed, clinched the first seed, home games throughout the playoffs. And we're going to see what this team can do. So we got the Cowboys. Cowboys I don't think they're resting anybody. I think they're going to play everybody because they really have nothing to really gain. Us, we are going to have some guys sit, some guys have to play just because of the roster situation. So some guys will play. Don't know who, don't know everybody, but I know that you know, Nick Foles is definitely going to start the game out, probably play for a half. And then Nate Sudfeld will probably take the rest of the way. The last thing on my fucking mind is being 6-0 in the division. Really, it's the last thing on my mind. I don't even think about it, to be honest with you, because I want to keep these guys healthy. And then, you know, 2 weeks from this week, you know, you got the playoffs. So, so this is a really big game for probably one person. And probably for this defense. So, I mean, I don't see Cox playing, Jernigan playing too much. And, you know, you got the offensive line's got to stay intact for the playoffs. So, Wisniewski has been dealing with a bad ankle injury. So, he didn't play, you know, in the Raiders game. So, I would suggest probably that he's not going to play. He doesn't need the reps. He's fine. So, I would keep everybody under reps. Brandon Graham had a little ankle injury, or whatever the fuck he got for the Raiders game. So I don't know. You're gonna have guys on this defensive line, backups. You know, you're gonna have Steven Means in there. You know, which Steven Means, I totally forgot about Steven Means, and he's honestly been a beast every time he gets on the field for us, especially on special teams. Always this close to blocking punts, and he does really nice things for us. He brings nice pressure. He's an ex-Buffalo Bill. So be nice to see what he could do. Definitely would need him, hopefully, if we need to have him dress up or whatnot. But I've been very, very good with Steven Means the past 2 years. I've been actually very, I've been glad with him on this team. Playing a very backup supporting role. So we'll see what happens after that. But don't see a lot of people playing. This quarterback, Nick Foles, he's going to be playing. I need him to play this game. Not the whole game, of course, but, you know, probably only a half. He's going to start, so whenever they take him out, they take him out. If he gets hit way too much and we're having some fucking issues, then, you know, it is what it is. But what I want to see from Nick Foles this Sunday is I want him to look poised in that pocket, be accurate as hell, and try to hit some of these receivers. There's already been a lot of news, complaints. Alshon Jeffrey's got to get the ball more, obviously. And Nick Foles and Alshon are going to be working on that. So, hopefully it works out. Because this is either going to be really good or really fucking bad. Or it's just going to be just enough to win by these fucking these games, especially in the playoffs. So, I don't know what's going to happen. There's just a lot of things. There's a lot of things going into it. I don't even call this video a Dallas hate week. There's no hate week. There's no nothing because Dallas is out. This game is meaningless to a certain extent, as you could say. Depending on what we do, I just want to see Nick Foles. That's all I want to see. The whole game. I want to see Nick Foles do his fucking shit, and. Yeah, this is going to be like a dress rehearsal game. Probably a dress rehearsal or like at least like a first preseason game where probably more like a dress rehearsal because most players are playing for the half, for a half. I got to see Nick Foles be accurate. I got to see him do some things because look, like he's had, you know what I mean? He had a good game against the Giants. Well, it's the Giants. You know what I mean? But, you know, he had pressure on him during the Giants game, and he was fine. He moved around the pocket and threw some balls. But it's, you know what, I'm not, and when I think about it, you know, you're not putting 100% of the blame on the quarterback. Obviously, the offensive line had a lot to do with why he was getting pressured so many fucking times, and he got hit so many fucking times. Now, on top of everything the hell else, these wide receivers could not fucking get open. And Nick Foles isn't going to throw it from the right side of the field to the left side of the field, you know, like some fucking Houdini, like Carson Wentz. Not going to happen. So things have to, you know, get subtle. Things have to look a little bit easier. So we'll see what happens, you know, but... You know, I'm not happy with this team right now, the way they played, and, you know, and rightfully fucking so. Yes, we got first fucking seed, but that's only a small percentage of getting behind this team and helping this team out, especially with the crowd noise, being at home. It's only going to help so much, of course, but it's always good, so I'm not, you know, I don't dislike that we have first seed. We needed this badly, so it helps. To our advantage at least, but you know, then I want to see, you know, the defense we're not going to go crazy over for this game because there's not going to be a lot of starters out there for long. They're not going to fucking play a lot of guys. I think LeGarrette Blount I think LeGarrette Blount doesn't even want to sit this game. I think he wants to get a lot of reps. Yeah, and as you know as well, you know, LeGarrette Blount plays, you know, he plays very good in cold weather, especially against other teams. So that's to his advantage, but I think he knows he hasn't got much of the reps. I think he just wants to go in there and fucking literally go hard in this game. So I think they're gonna, you know, grant his wish, let him play the whole game, or not the whole game, but, you know, let some guys get in. I could see Wendell Smallwood being in there. I don't know if they're gonna activate him, or I don't know. Depends if how many snaps Jay Ajayi. I would rest Jay Ajayi. I wouldn't fucking go crazy with him, have him fucking break tackles and do all this shit. So sit out Jay Ajayi, put in some Clement, put in a good amount of Blunt in the game. Depending on how it goes, I'm not gonna be mad if we lose. I don't want to lose, but it is what it is. But you know, you don't want to leave a game on a bad note. You don't want to leave your last game on a note where, you know, where you could have done a lot more, but you couldn't. But you know what? We're not gonna have all our starters in, just like how Dallas came. You know, the same exact game. Dallas, you know, made the first seed, came to our stadium, took their starter. They took their starters out after a few plays, so I don't know how it's gonna go. But you know, we'll see. We'll see by that time. We'll see what happens, and you know, that's pretty much it. But I just want to see Nick Foles make some throws and do his thing. I really need to see him move in the pocket, and he's got weapons around him. He just has to be poised. He's got to fucking find his target. He's got to fucking be accurate while he's on the run. And trust me, if you see a first down, you see a first down to the eyes of the quarterback. If that quarterback sees a first down right in front of him and he can run up there and slide, fucking go do it. Because the last 2 weeks, you didn't fucking do it. You've hesitated to throw the ball, and you threw it too fucking late, off timing, because you didn't know whether you want to run or pass the fucking shit. So, yeah, that's really all I got to say about that. Other than that, with the Dallas Cowboys, not, you know, didn't make it in, and, you know, not saying I'm not disappointed, you know, I'm not, you know, but, but it will be all right. Just gotta see what this guy can do. He's gotta get his shit together, because a few more weeks, that's it. I'm gonna be going. I already bought my tickets. It's official. I bought my tickets yesterday for the playoff game. I'm just waiting for the date, and I'm gonna head over there. I'm gonna be off for 2 days, that day and the next day. So I'm going. I can't wait. I don't give a fuck if it's cold. First playoff game of my life. To any type of playoff game for any sport. So I'm pretty happy about it. And I'm excited to be in that playoff atmosphere and be there. And that's pretty much it. But even though this offense has just struggled, and we all know this, you know, 1 for 14, 1 for 13 on third down is fucking pathetic. It's fucking disgusting. And, you know, we're second team now with, you know, third down percentage, and, you know, because we dropped far because we switched quarterbacks. Not saying that Foles can't do it on third down, but I don't know how you win a game. I'm surprised we even won against the Raiders, only making a third down play once the whole entire game. That's just amazing. But you know, when you win these close games, you know, you could take things out of this. Like, winning a close game is a good thing because, you know, it teaches your team how to fight, and it keeps everybody together. And when you win close games, even if they're against good teams, shitty teams, mediocre teams, average teams, it keeps your team together, and it really shows how much they're really together, and they fight throughout a game as bad as they did play. Because if that defense did not push against the Raiders that night, we would have lost by a lot of points. It would have happened, but we fucking did it. And thanks to the weather and thanks to everything else, everything got in our favor. But we had to work for it, and we got that win. And that's, you know, if that's a playoff game, I wouldn't give a shit because it's a playoff game. And some playoff games are fucking ugly. Some playoff games are back and forth. You know what I mean? So if it's a playoff game, when it's a, you know, and on top of everything else, you know, even with the Raiders too, the Raiders had some key injuries that came back. They had some guys that were out. You know, Donald Penn, the right tackle, was out. Their Pro Bowl right tackle was out, of course. But other than that, you know, the defense just hasn't been getting the pressure. The pressure looked better this Raiders game than it did the Giants game. Eli Manning had time to throw all fucking day. Raiders game, there was a lot more pressure. And there was a few times where Derek Carr could have ran up the middle and got a first down, like the fucking hole was wide open, which we can't do, which means somebody's getting fucking beat. And if the fucking guys, if the two D tackles are getting beat from the inside, there's an open space, those D tackles are not doing their job, and they're not getting it done with the pressure. So this is where I come to all this other shit. So, you know, for the #1 run defense, it ain't gonna fucking matter. They just can't worry about run defense. They gotta worry about fucking these corners like Darby and Jalen Mills getting their asses beat. Oh, and on top of everything else, Sidney Jones might be back. I don't know. I still don't have an answer if he's going to be playing. They haven't even said a fucking thing. I've been on my phone all day. Haven't read anything unless I missed it. If you guys know, please comment in the comment section below. I have no idea what's going on with Sidney Jones. I hope he plays. I want him to play. I want to see what he can do. Other people are like, sit him out, blah, blah, blah. You know, but me, I don't give a fuck. Play his ass. See what he can fucking do. You know, he's been practicing all week. He's mentally, he's good, but we just got to see what he looks like physically, because it'd be nice to have him as an extra body for the playoffs, and see what he can do. Russell Douglas, I'm already happy with him. 3rd round pick out of West Virginia, already happy with him. Already has 2 picks for the year, and he hasn't really played either the past few weeks because Ronald Darby's been back. So, you know, after Ronald Darby got his ass chewed out by the fucking, you know, by the Eagles fans against the Giants, you know, they all just had a bad game. And Jalen Mills had a bad game last game, but he came back. He came back. He read what, you know, Derek Carr was doing. He read his fucking receiver, and, you know, didn't allow that shit ever again. They tried doing a double move on him again. Did not happen. So there's a lot to take out of these close games. He's winning these close games, and the little things that you really see make a huge part of what this team really is. I'm not overhyping the team. I'm not being delusional about it, because we could lose in the playoffs. It could happen. We can go one and done. But this quarterback is the most important, because Carson Wentz had us on the field for so fucking long. And our defense just finished. Now our offense is decreased in production, but defense is coming back very shortly. Very shortly. But you know, they're coming at a short term right now. But it's not going to take a long time. Defense got to come back with that swagger that they've had. I don't know what's happened to them ever since the Bears game, but you know, it hasn't looked very good. So the D-line's got to get pressure, you know, and we'll see what happens. But we'll see. And that's all I really got to say about this, guys. So enjoy the weekend, enjoy the week. By the way, Spunky and I are going to do a live stream tonight. Eagles in review. So far, live stream tonight on my channel, 9 o'clock. So look out for that if you guys want to join up and talk with us with that. Spunky's going to be calling out the comment section. I'm just going to be talking, and we're going to elaborate on everything you guys want to say and what we want to say. So that's all I got to say. Shake Squad up. See you guys later. Peace out. Peace. Peace. Fly goes fly. Peace.